Hi there, I'm Heidi Swapp here at Scrapbook.com, and I'm really excited about this project that I'm going to share with you because my favorite part of Christmas is Christmas cards, and it always has been. And I have this long history of my grandfather who made Christmas cards, and I love to make Christmas cards, and I love to collect them. And I love it when I get Christmas cards. But then what do you do with them, right? And then you're kind of like, do I throw them away and do I keep them? And, you know, there's always a few cards and special people in your life that you really want to keep those cards, right? And so they're wonderful keepsakes, and it's so fun to look back on. It would be such a fun part of your Christmas decor that comes out every year is a little album that holds Christmas cards. So whether it's the card that you send out or special cards that you receive, this is a book that's made of envelopes. All the pages are envelopes. It's such an easy book to construct, and you are going to love it. So I chose to use 5x7 or A7 envelopes. You can use this concept with any size envelopes, but all the envelopes need to be the exact same size, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to walk you through it and let you know exactly what you need to make this project. So let's first start with all the supplies. You're going to need a bunch of paper. And I just happen to have this super cute collection that's called Winter Wonderland, which you're going to love. And it's very much a traditional red, green, black, white, kind of rusticy wood collection that works for actually the whole season of winter and even in the fall. So pick some of your favorites from the Winter Wonderland collection. You could use the double-sided papers like I have here, or you can use the papers from the paper pad. So whatever kind of works for you. So I have chosen a few to get started. And then you also need 2 pieces of chipboard. I have cut these 2 pieces of chipboard down from a 12x12 chipboard into these sizes. Now, here's what's important. The size of this chipboard is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. And that is because the envelopes are 5x7. And so you just want to add 1/4 of an inch to whatever size envelope you're actually using. Now, I've already got the papers cut that I want to use for the front and back cover. So that's where we're going to get started. You'll need to choose what you want for the front, what you want for the back, and what you want for the spine. So these happen to be some of my most favorite designs in the collection. So that's why I chose them, plus polka dots, right? Okay, so you're going to want to cut the papers to be the exact size of your chipboard. And we're going to go ahead and just adhere it. This one has music notes, so you just want to get it on right side up because sometimes that can look weird. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and I always, when I'm making a book or working with chipboard, I always like to put the adhesive on the paper because sometimes when you put the adhesive on the chipboard, it will pull up layers of the chipboard, kind of causing a problemo. So we're going to go ahead and glue the paper right side up to the cover. We'll do that for the front and the back. Okay, so we have both of our covers ready to go. And then what you need is a spine. Now this spine, let's just double check our measurements here, is 3 1/2 inches wide, which is just perfect. No matter what size envelopes you choose, you need about a 3 1/2 inch spine by the length of your book, your chipboard. And so in this case, I've got 5 1/4. And the other variable here is the size of spine. So what you see happening here with the spine, this is what is going to kind of hold the book together. And so I have it, when you look at it, it's a little disproportionate because it's a little smaller on the front and a little larger in the back. So let me tell you how this breaks down. 1 inch on the front, 2 inches on the back, leaves us a 1/2 inch in the middle, which is kind of the width of the book that I chose to make. You can obviously make it wider, just depending on how many envelopes you want to fill into your book. All right, so 1 inch in from one side, that's going to go on the front, and then 2 inches from the back is where you're going to put some score lines. And now I already kind of have it scored to make it super easy for us here. And it's going to kind of, if you're looking at this angle, again, you're going to see that it's short on the front, long on the back. All right, now these crease lines are really important because they're actually going to guide us where we're going to glue it on the front cover. So we're going to align it on with the front cover. The crease is going to line up right with the edge of the chipboard. So I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive, and I like to get the adhesive as close to the crease and as close to the edge as possible without going over. All right. And then I'm just going to, it's the easiest way to do it here is you got to kind of make sure that it's straight, so that if it's straight in the back and straight on the front, then your book's going to be nice and even. All right. For our next step here, we're going to do the same exact with the back. So again, you want the adhesive as close to the crease and as close to the edge as you can. All right, paper side out, align it. Oh, this is easier actually, aligning it from the back because you can see the crease a little bit easier. Now, I just want you to kind of pinch the edge, just kind of rounding out that spine, okay? All right, now we're ready to build the book, and it's really super easy. Whatever color, like in this case, I chose to use black envelopes, but you could also use white envelopes. You could use a combination, whatever works. So let me show you exactly how this is going to go down. If you look inside my book, you can see that one flap of the envelope is attached to the back. And here at the front, this is the pocket portion of the envelope that's attaching to the front inside cover of the book. So what's going to happen is as you get cards, things you want to keep, you're going to tuck it in each one of these envelopes. Okay. And then maybe even you could add cards on the facing pages if you'd like as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to glue each one of these envelopes together with the flap attaching it to the next envelope. All right, I'll show you how this works. This is how I like to explain it. You want to kind of keep your stacks both pointing in the same direction. The only adhesive, you're only going to put adhesive on the flap. Now this is a pretty heavy adhesive project. And so I like to use this Marathon Runner by American Crafts, Sticky Thumb, and because it really has a lot of adhesive on it. Keep you going the whole time. With the adhesive on the flap, and this is your other stack, they're both in the same, facing the same direction. And the reason why I'm emphasizing that is because you're literally just going to glue this envelope right on top of the last one. And you guys, what is most important about this book is that you make sure that you line the envelopes up as best you can. You want the top, all the corners to really match. And then you're off to the races doing this for every envelope. Okay, so now I've got this stack of envelopes that are all attached to each other, okay? So again, you're just sticking those envelopes right on top of each other. What's going to happen now is, now that I have my book, the back flap is going to glue to the back cover, and the front flap is going to glue to the front cover, and these pages are going to be in between, right? So I'm actually going to start with the front of the envelope. And like I said, it's a good idea to put the adhesive on the envelope, the paper envelope. All right, now keep in mind also that we've purposely made the chipboard covers slightly larger than the envelopes. So what you want to do again is kind of eyeball it top to bottom. You're going to end up with about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. But you want to line up the crease right here of the envelope with the edge of the chipboard. Okay? Make sure that that's down really good. And now, this is where kind of that curling of your spine comes in, because this crease of this flap, we want to line up with the edge of this chipboard. So we'll add our adhesive on there again. All right, so now we have all of these pages inside. So depending on how you want to use this book, I didn't like having this like big flap that has all this adhesive exposed. So I cut a few extra papers and just really quickly added them in to cover that side. It makes it a really nice kind of background if you want to add a photo there. This is also a great way to just add your own photos and the stuff that goes on during the season. All right, and so forth. Oh, I think we got to have that cute reindeer in there. Okay, so you can go in and kind of fill how many of those pages that you like. This is where you can tuck, like I said, tuck the cards. You could also adhere cards on the other side. Okay, so before we're done, we got to make a cute cover on here, because like I said, it would be really fun to pull this out every year, put it on a shelf, and then it just becomes kind of a fun holiday decor piece, as long as and also a tradition. So what I've pulled out is the chipboard stickers. There's so many really great pieces on here. And I've got my stamps, and I've got some ephemera. So I'm going to actually start out with this guy. This is I told you that I love this little reindeer guy. And I added him on here with some dimensional adhesive so that he kind of popped up. All right, now before I'm actually going to stick him down, I'm kind of going to decide where I want him. So I really love this little postage label. So I'm kind of sticking this down. Okay, with him in position, I'm actually going to grab one of my little vellum ephemera pieces. And I think that it would be fun to kind of have pieces of this ephemera sticking out from underneath. So I always like to take just a little bit of sandpaper to the edge. Kind of distress the edges a little bit. And that is all there is to it. I think this is going to make such a fun addition to the holiday decor that you pull out, but it's also going to serve as memories and functional reminder of your traditions, the people that you're connected to. And I think that it's just going to be a really great place to store, save, revisit, enjoy those holiday Christmas cards. So thank you for watching, and grab yourself some of these Winter Wonderland goodies and make pretty holiday stuff. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happiness is life handmade.